But anyway, regardless, quick introduction. So this is going to be a match analysis of 1 or 2 matches from the top 8 of Frosty Faustings from Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. Just so I get this out of the way so I don't get in trouble. Frosty Faustings is an amazing tournament up in the Chicago area, run every year. I know they go super deep with like the Guilty Gear scene and stuff like that. And second off, you should definitely check them out. You should also check out the YouTube that I'm getting this video from. It's from the guy who streamed this at Final Round, Frosty Faustings. It's Will English IV. That's 4 in the Roman numerals. Will English. Shout outs to him. Give him some love so he doesn't yell at me and make me take this down. Cool.
Yep.
Awesome. So first off, special guest, Not Enough Damage, 2-time Evo finalist. 2-time Evo finalist for not even in the same game. That's how gangster this guy is. Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 and Marvel Infinite. And special shout out. How many times did you get 9th at Evo? Once or twice?
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that? Yeah, he's ridiculous. Okay, this guy knows what he's talking about. So he's here to guide my hand.
Kind of wade through the Infinite.
Yeah. So we're gonna start off with Knives here on the left versus Bane Hollow. Well, on the left in the player cam, not on the actual game screen. Bane Hollow's been making a name for himself for the last probably like year of Marvel Infinite. I'm admittedly less knowledgeable about him, but I know that he's been putting in a lot of work, getting top 8s consistently, things of that nature. Knives obviously a holdover from Marvel vs. Capcom 3, super good player. When he started coming out for Marvel Infinite, he wound up being pretty good. So let's get into this first match.
Yep. Yeah, Bane really hyped everybody up when at Combo Rigger last year.
Now, did he always play this Chun Winter Soldier team?
Yep. Both of them are playing what I would expect them to pick.
Okay.
Knives sometimes does pick a Reality Stone.
Okay.
I won't try to like say like exactly what the situations are, but that's a really common pick for him to do.
Okay.
They're definitely picking the characters I would expect from him.
Okay. Now Dormammu and Sigma, 2 characters that I'm very familiar with. I'm assuming this is a very lockdown heavy team. Wants to put the opposing player in a lot of like negative frames and make them guess a lot.
Yeah, so it's in a sense where like both of them are kind of doing like support type thing, you know, but it works out because like Sigma makes the opponent hesitate a lot or watch out. You don't want to just get slapped by that little armor charge.
Yeah, all his charges have hits of armor on them. He's got huge hitboxes.
Yep. And it really does give Dormammu that space to work with sometimes. It's just like the opponent doesn't want to get too close to you with Sigma, and suddenly, you know, you're tagging in.
Yeah. So is his Dormammu plan still to go for Thorns a lot, do you think? Since Thorns got nerfed a long time ago.
Definitely been used a lot less now, especially with CJA showing us like the power. I mean, not that he's the first or anything, but just on a big stage, you know, like for everybody to see. Showing us the strength of like a lot of the other Dormammu charge spells.
Oh yeah, of course.
The Thorns is still mad good. You see it used, but you see the volcano a lot too.
Yeah, if you try to up back out of Thorns, he has Sigma there to just clock you.
And there's actually tech that's existed that's not hard to do. It's like really practical. You can just jump out of Thorn, even though up back does have like that unsafe.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. I remember when that change happened. And now you can jump out of Thorns, but wow, Knives, this whole time Knives has been getting mollywopped, but I feel like in the last 20 seconds, Bane Hollow's like, I don't know what's going on because this Chun Winter Soldier team, I'm not sure what the game plan is, you know?
It's, the Winter Soldier super is, very similar to how Dante's super used to work before they gave him that whole page of nerf.
Okay.
Winter Soldier has that gun super, and it's a lockdown super. but it's also quick. Like, don't get me wrong, it's not instant. No, like Marvel 2 cable air hyper vibranium or anything like that. But it's fast enough to where he can really just do a button into the super, and you can't really escape. You know, it feels like a block string if it's not a block string.
Yeah.
You know?
Man,
And then he'll tag into Chun, and it really feels like, you remember when SBK would do like a bunch of instant overheads on you, and the whole time you feel like you have to block 4 or 5 before you really get to do anything except block.
Yeah.
That's what's really going on. So he's gonna end that happy birthday, and he couldn't tag there because Chun took a second.
Yeah, I see exactly what you're talking about. This feels a lot like Drugged Fox.
Yeah.
Chun Dante.
When he played Chun Dante?
Yeah.
They nerfed Dante in that patch and nerfed the super a little bit. It doesn't mean that he still can't do lockdown into tag, right?
Yeah.
But they did make it to where. Wait. Oh, sorry. 1 second. The video was lagging.
Okay, hold on. I can pause it for a second. Hey Dogi, what's up, man? Hey, can you let me know how the video looks, if you don't mind? If it's been laggy or dropping any frames for you?
It was just for a second, the the screen share.
Okay.
Got stuck for a second.
Okay.
But it seems to be fine now.
Okay, I'm gonna press play. And instead of using Winter Soldier instead of Dante, Winter Soldier's game plan is obviously a lot different. I think he's such a cool character in this game.
It's a lot different. Winter Soldier definitely has a lot more defensive technique. This is a lot different. But he definitely has like that faster gun super, like based on startup.
Yeah, I mean he's got amazing projectiles that he can convert into combos from full screen. He's got the what's it called, when he holds the hand up, the defensive stance. That shit is super cool.
Yeah, sometimes I'm bad with the word names. But I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, he got the shield. That shit is cool. I mean, he got the pseudo bionic arm uppercut.
And there's only like very specific things that you.
Oh, look at this pressure!
To, like beat that.
That's so sick. Those are stance cancel. That's out of that when he holds his hand up to make it blue like that. That stance. Okay.
That was a good reflect right there.
Yeah. Yeah, in Marvel Infinite, if you push block projectiles at just the right timing, you'll actually reflect them back at the opponent. I think that's
the advancing guard has a like an orange or yellow-ish. Like
to let you know you hit it. Man, I think that's such a cool mechanic in this game. And man, Sigma gets me so hyped.
Yeah, Sigma's really cool.
I'm really happy to see him, like, Sigma get some shine in competitive play.
Yeah.
I was really worried that wouldn't happen, so I'm really excited to see him do.
Amazing, but he fills a really good role. You know, sometimes with games like this with team mechanics, sometimes it's more about like how things fall together in the meta and how, you know.
Yeah, I mean, you might not be the best character on paper, but if you can like help your partner a lot.
Yeah. So Sigma's definitely got that like that big body fear factor. The Sigma charges feel like gamma
blocks.
Yeah, you see that lockdown into like it's just constant mix-ups. You can't once you're stuck there.
Woo! Look at that, man. Wow, that was beautiful from Bane Hollow. I mean, I guess theoretically, if he just didn't push block, he could have gotten out of that, but it would have been a lot easier to eat the high-low mix-up.
Yeah, and sometimes not push blocking, like opens you up for that high-low.
Exactly.
That's what you don't want. So yeah, basically, Bane's gonna more or less gonna try to smother knives here. Maybe the exception would be when Winter Soldier's out there, you know? But otherwise, he's just really trying to smother knives, not let him get set up.
Both of level 3 in reaction. That was good.
Yeah, and most level 3s actually would not work there. The reason that works there is because it was hitting his feet, which is one of the ways, a good rule of thumb is hitting his feet will give you.
When he's got the hand up there, you mean?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so of course that's one of those things where it's more rules of thumbs because there's some exceptions and stuff like that, but more or less like a huge trend is like being able to hit his feet consistently.
Yeah, it just changes where his hurt box is. You know what? I wasn't even thinking about the fact that Bane Hollow is using Power Stone.
Yeah, exactly. And it's
definitely one of the lesser seen
good and bad
stones.
Things about it. Yeah, it's definitely not as explosive, not as momentum swinging as like like putting somebody in a box.
Yeah, the storm. I mean
them tag.
The storm activation isn't as impactful. Unless you already have a combo going or something like that.
I do feel that the surge is pretty strong in terms of if you compare it to like other surges.
Yeah, most definitely.
Space surge is definitely really strong too, but it works in like certain situations. It just feels like and then some of the other surges just don't even feel that good anyway. So it definitely doesn't feel like it's lacking super much. It's just it might this game might need a little bit of balance in that sense.
Yeah, I mean, there's a good chance that he's playing it for the surge instead of the storm. I mean,
the surge is good for Winter Soldier because characters like Winter Soldier who fill like a specific role, but him being able to put you in a box doesn't mean that he can't benefit from the box.
Yeah.
But
Oh wow.
Less. It's a good super jump confirm.
Yeah, that was a really good super jump confirm off of the.
And this game, they make it so if you hit them in the air with like more or less like any one button, and then into like heavy kick, it'll like knock them down into like a ground bounce. That's like
yeah. Man, that was off of I don't even know what to call them. This ground spikes, which you don't even see very often. Okay, let's go forward here. This is, I think, I'm going to assume that's Winners Finals, Dual Kevin and Stealth. Yeah, it is Winners Finals.
That is.
But that's also Grand Finals. And how are you looking at... I'd like to do Grand Finals, unless you know the Winners Finals is super sick.
I'm down for whatever.
Okay. Yeah, and let me know how... Oh, shit!
For whatever.
Hey, let's go crazy. Thanks so much for the follow, dude. We're, man, I want to get a match with not the same two different players. We can do Larry got Escalante, but there's another Sigma, which is fine. And what's the first one? Dual Kevin and...
I think that's a good match. Tayson. No?
Tayson and who?
Tyson, sorry.
Oh, Tyson. I always say Tayson.
Where he gets at him.
Oh shit, let's go crazy. That's a sick ass Mega Man X emote. I appreciate you. How's it going? Let's do Tyson and Stealth, you said?
Yeah, I think that's a...
Alright.
Those are some...
Yeah, man, any match with Stealth is going to be a good one to watch because Zero Dante, this team right here, ooh-wee. This team gave me nightmares.
Yep.
Gave me nightmares in Marvel 3 and in Marvel Infinite. Alright, so Dante, a complete beast of a character. We can get into that, but Tyson using the like day 3 Ray team.
Oh yeah, but he's got a space stone.
Yeah.
Instead of reality.
Yeah, still going with Gamora.
It's wrong. It's in certain situations, it feels like maybe it like can't out-projectile somebody or something. But it's definitely very explosive. It's very fast. It's very mix-up heavy. So it has a bust-out through Gamora. It's a very strong team.
Yeah, Gamora. I mean, I feel like she's. I don't want to say dropped off a little bit in competitive play. I mean, she was really popular in the early days.
Gross now, yeah. I definitely. Oh, my opinion of her had definitely always swung back and forth, where I went between, she's like ridiculous, and then I'm like, oh well, she's not that ridiculous, and oh no, she is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Definitely swung back and forth. I think right now, most people are pretty in agreement that character is really, really, really strong. Like just,
man,
the level 1 super lasts too long.
Yeah.
The scaling on it feels real silly sometimes, and Stealth here with a perfect.
Now she still has invincibility on that level 1 super, right?
Yes, but it's like different.
Yeah, they changed the like the frames of invincibility.
Like, and the best way to explain it would be like it kicks in like at first.
Wow, Tyson looks different. Okay, I didn't even recognize him. Maybe it's the hair.
Gamora super is invincible, but there are ways to like go around it now. It's not just like a and I don't even mean like tech to bait it out or something. I just mean like they nerfed the frames a little bit.
Yeah.
So you can like just jab her out of it, but it won't work like if you're already doing it most of the time. If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
It's like still designed as like a noob out, but they made it to where like she
like against meaties, but otherwise.
Yeah. Like even if you're not doing anything, you can actually do the the button holding tech or whatever.
Yeah.
You can just like, jab her out of it most of the time.
Okay.
But that doesn't mean it's not invincible because it does have it. I think it's like 7 frames.
Man, I really hope Tyson gets something going off with Ultron right now because I think Ultron's such a cool character in this game.
But that's the thing about box too, is it's such an explosive thing. Is Box players now will try. So he's got 3 bars in box, right?
Wow,
He's got a hit. Yep. He's
damn,
got a
that
hit.
worked?
Stealth can't. Yeah, stealth can't counter switch. So look at how much life Zero's already lost. So he's not
Oh
gonna
yeah,
counter
that's
switch now
true.
because the camera. So if he hits him, he's probably just gonna super right away, so that stealth can't counter switch. But, oh,
Yeah.
he didn't find the hit. Oh, finds the hit right there. Stealth ends up counter switching, so this next hit, he's just gonna kill Zero and then box Dante and try to kill him.
Yep,
Oh,
there
but
it is.
instead he opts to box because it was looking a little hairy when Moro was getting hit.
Yeah. Wanted to save himself another character, but
Yeah, absolutely. Sometimes, you know, that box is a panic button too, more than the other Storm, because you can.
yeah, Dante's a character that can fight out of the box really well too, but he got clipped.
Yeah, projectiles are definitely the name of the game when you're stuck in that box. Cause
Boo! Oh my, I want to throw up. Disgusting.
level 1 super.
Dante Helmbreaker.
And he's probably gonna Storm for the kill here. Yep.
Yep. Yeah, Zero.
That Zero level 3 is also a projectile, so it's not an animation. So
Yeah.
hitting both of them.
Exactly. One of the very few level 3s in the game that can hit multiple characters.
It's really popular for people to just kind of like noob out and just like keep throwing out there really liberally too, because it's relatively safe. Like not saying all the time, but like you can't like just block that and just go up and punish.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. You would expect
actually.
You would expect a level 3 to be more unsafe than that.
He can like noob out with it and there, and it feels like he had frame advantage. Like he's not mixing you up maybe, but he's like already approaching you, and it's like what? So it's definitely one of those kind of moves.
Wow, good air throw on the box dash.
Trying to go in, and then air throw miss. Pretty standard here. So that was like a dash fierce punch. Fierce punch, a good normal from Ultron.
Okay. You gotta keep looking at the meters to see if the counter switch is coming.
Wild.
Oh, man. He fell out of the combo and tried to punish him, but he got hit by the. That's disgusting. Was it million carrots?
Counter switch right away, or in case stealth would do super. And
yeah, or else Gamora would have been dead.
Most probably, yep.
Okay, Switch trying to approach. Man, I feel like in that situation, it's because Zero has such a small body. He was able to kind of wiggle out of that. I mean, that comes down to Tyson not
in this game as well.
Yeah. Okay, you got box combos.
I'm gonna go for a mix-up.
All that red life gone away too, off of Gamora.
Got a few like licks on him, but nothing that like the one combo he got. He tried to go for a little reset. Oh
yeah, getting tagged in the back.
So that little bit of invincibility would have gone away, and Dante would have just shot her in the back.
Yeah. So he tagged Ultron in.
He tagged right away, and that happened to that side because Gamora was facing right there. So that's why Ultron came in on the left. Because a lot of people sometimes they get really confused about what sides people are coming in on.
Yeah,
of course. The big rule of thumb is like which way they're facing. Like I'm sure we could manufacture some sort of.
I'm gonna look at that one more time actually.
Yeah, it was right when on Gamora's wake up.
Yeah, because like these situations happen a lot in Marvel Infinite.
It's after, it's like right around.
Yeah,
here.
and it's so important. I'm gonna slow-mo this too, just so we can get a good look.
Yeah, it's like on her wake up. She's about to.
Okay.
So you see,
he does super and tags
because it's like a lockdown super. He's gonna mix up Gamora.
He tags forward.
So Gamora's facing right. So when she tags
Ultron.
Like, the tag makes you come in the way that your character's facing, like 99.9% of the time. So, and that's why Ultron's coming out on the left, because a lot of people there in that situation will be like, why, why is he coming out behind Dante? Like, how did why is that happening? And
it's because Gamora's facing the right here,
and Ultron needs to face the same way, because if he came out on the right, he would be facing the other way.
Yeah, and his intention here is for the Ultron tag attack to hit Dante at the super.
Yeah, and it's funny too, because this is actually very hairy. Because tag has startup, like just the raw tag, or tag in general. But anyway, like in this situation, he did Tyson did super with Gamora, and then he tagged, right?
Mm-hmm.
Tag has startup, so if Zero were to be like a little more to the left, that saber would actually be meaty.
Yeah,
On
Ultron would be
Ultron
getting
trying to tag
stuffed.
in. Yeah, but it's good. It's a spacing thing. Whether it was intentional or not, you know, doesn't matter. What happens is Ultron's able to come in and, like you're saying, to come out behind Dante,
Whoops.
and all he really wants to do is make sure that Dante isn't shooting Gamora, and that's why he's most probably just like blocking right here. Like when Ultron's coming in,
Yeah.
maybe he's not. Don't get me wrong, you know, like I never want to generalize like that, but I'm just saying in terms of like it's also a situation where he could have gotten just like slashed by the Zero thing, but then Zero opts for the uppercut anyway.
Yeah, and that uppercut super. Wow, look how. It almost looks like Zero's supposed to get hit there, but he totally doesn't.
Yeah, no, that has a frame 1 invincibility.
Yeah. So this is another super with frame 1 invincibility, but is it also like Gamora's where?
Oh, that's a lot less nerfed. They nerfed Zero's regular DP to kind of mimic stuff like that. The effect of like it's still a noob out, but it's not like from downtown, you know, like 80 frames away you noobed out and you still hit them, you know. But Zero's super DP is still like that.
Okay.
I don't know
look
the
at
exact
this.
frames, but it's a while. You know what I'm saying? It's like
yeah,
in
my
the
man
time
is straight. He is standing up straight. He's having
he's
a
doing
good
the
time.
pose. Yeah,
Yeah,
And
he's
that's just because-
totally fine.
Yeah, that's that frame 1 invincibility, and he's gonna stay invincible too.
Ugh.
At least until like he's maybe somewhere up there.
Man, Zero.
You can definitely hit him.
Man, Zero.
Yeah, so maybe he did swing there, and that's why he started getting hit. But who knows, right? But either way, Ultron came in to stop Dante from doing the super.
Man.
Yeah. So it's one of those little situations, but a lot of the times, since Marvel Infinite doesn't get as much like attentions, a lot of people are a little confused what's going on there.
Yeah. Man, Zero Dante makes me want to throw up still. It's been so long, but it still makes me want to throw up. So let's
and don't forget too exactly why that situation even came up, because Stealth knocked Gamora down and wanted to kill her, wanted to spend the bar to secure the kill, right?
Yeah.
So just did lockdown super meaty on her wake up, and it's just like, here you go, buddy. Here.
Yeah, it's also important to note that Tyson, I mean, this is probably the correct decision, teched forward. He teched forward to get on the...
He wanted to make it, because if you... Or in the very least, like it both seemed like they were conscious of where they were trying to go.
Yeah.
At the very least. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, let's, I do want to watch, this, Dual Kevin Stealth right here. Let's get to it. So this is Grand Finals. These guys met in Winners Finals as well, with Dual Kevin taking it. But this is Grand Finals. So I'm curious to see how Stealth approaches the matchup. Wow, already walking forward with Hawkeye. So what can you tell me about Dual Kevin's team? I mean, he's like the only...
It's a little...
He's one of the only Hawkeyes left.
Yeah, a little unorthodox, but Dante's got that magic touch in MvCI. Like he can make it work for you.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But, hey, man,
I'm not saying it's not the Hawkeye. I'm just saying, like, even if it is a little unorthodox, like I was saying, like it, you know, Dante's got.
Okay,
that
hold on. I gotta go back because Zero's dead. Zero's dead.
Because of that first hit. Here's the thing. Poison tip is broken. I don't mean I mean like literally in terms of it doesn't scale correctly when it has you poisoned. So it's like you remember Spencer 80K?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, so it just unscales?
Yeah, it just keeps hitting you for that much damage.
And I want to see how after the tag how Zero gets clipped here.
Oh, he did dash up launch. He did those arrows.
Oh, the arrows hit him.
Because he did an arrow down on with Hawkeye and did tag, and then the arrows hit in Zero, and then Dante dashed up to continue the combo.
Yeah, and Zero
just did like launch.
And Zero was vulnerable for longer than he would have been after just like a naked tag because he did air buster into tag, correct?
Yeah, from what I can tell, like doing moves into tag take longer.
Yeah, you like pose longer before you get off the screen. Yeah, he didn't cover his homie, man. That's what happens.
Yeah. So he does Soulstorm, but if your character's still in the dying animation, it takes them a second to come back.
Oh, interesting.
Like Zero didn't come back when the
I noticed that.
Which some people at first we were like, wait, you didn't get the revive, you know? But sometimes it just takes a second.
Whoa, that was cheap. It was a low into side switch with Zero. Man.
Super strong. Explosive trap or explosive tip or whatever
Yeah.
from Hawkeye is one of those like projectiles that persist even if you hit him or something.
Mm-hmm.
Hit Hawkeye, like the projectile won't go away. So it's definitely a crazy trap to keep in mind.
Yeah, man. Dual Kevin makes Hawkeye seem really fun in this game.
Hawkeye's strong too. Because they're like Zero in this game is like super strong and like has a real good mix of tools. And he's really good against people who struggle against zoning because he has good zoning, but he's not good at like winning the projectile war.
Yeah, he's not gonna.
Hawkeye's really good at.
Yeah, he's not gonna counter zone Hawkeye.
Yeah. So it's like a really good way for Zero to like, or for Hawkeye to take advantage of that. You know, he can stay in his comfort zone. But I think the trade-off to that is they made Zero like faster in this game with like a noob out. You know.
Yeah, sure. He's got the invincible super. He's got DPs that, while they're not quite as strong as they were before, they're still super strong.
Most of that match there, honestly, was a lot of arrows. A lot of arrows catching their mark. You take more chip damage in the air.
Yeah, because when this game came out, people thought Hawkeye wasn't going to be very strong because of the whole reflect mechanic, a lot of ways around projectiles. It's a scrambly game, which might not be, lean in favor of someone like Hawkeye, who's more of a zoner.
Yep. Like, Hawkeye definitely lacks mix-ups. Just in certain situations here, he feels comfortable because he's not. Well, not here. Sorry.
Yeah. Let's Dual Kevin also on top of this has incredible defense.
Yeah. So, absolutely.
And if you're gonna play Hawkeye, you have to have incredible defense if you're gonna make him work.
Yeah, because it is going to get checked. So he used that situation to just really get out of the
corner. Look at that! Look at that! He just crouched and then jumped back to get out.
Yep.
I've seen Dual Kevin on Twitter talk a lot about how people don't normal jump enough in the game. About how, especially against his Hawkeye, people just normal jumping forward would a lot of times cause him to have to reconsider his options.
With that confirmed too. He counter switches.
Oh, whoa. Clay Pigeon almost got him. All right. Yeah, just opts for pressure instead of a mix-up.
Yeah. Because he feels comfortable here, you know? Oh, well, except when he gets shot by Buster. He's definitely comfortable for a long time. Dual Kevin just want to keep it safe right now. He doesn't have bar to counter switch too, so if Stealth finds a clean hit, that's a lot of damage Dual Kevin's gonna have to take.
Yeah.
And arguably Hawkeye might even die with where he's at.
Whoa, just dash up, standing roundhouse, the gunshot.
One of the best moves in the entire game.
Yeah, easily. Whoa. Okay. Wow, he got a conversion off that.
Behind him and then dashed forward for like a little back forth mix up. That poison tip is like doing so much right now.
Another
He's poisoned again.
Yeah. I was about to say, man.
It does so much.
Okay,
then Dante's got some long combos, you know, can end the super in a long. Can end the combo in a long super. You're just getting poisoned the whole time.
Yeah, you force him to take the whole grip of poison.
He uses his universal OTG, which is level 3. In that combo.
Yep, cashes out his Space Storm. I think a lot of the mechanics in this game are super cool. I really like the whole normal, if you get thrown, you lose your red life.
Yep. Yeah, this game has so many sick mechanics. Just a few weeks ago, it took so long for us to figure out, I guess, if you're on offense and the guy's on defense and he push blocks you, it push blocks you different ranges depending on like how high up you are or something.
Oh, I saw that on Twitter. Yeah,
it's like something super technical, don't get me wrong, and something like little for now, but it's just kind of one of those things where it's like, whoa, you know, like what is this mechanic?
Yeah, like it's subtle, but you can tell it's not like an accident. They put that in there for a reason.
Yeah.
Okay, considering...
Well, it seems like Stealth is trying to consider what stone to pick here.
Yeah, I mean, Soul's got to be the way to go.
Great, but you still gotta like win the match. You know, you still gotta like do the damage to your opponent, if that makes any sense. Like,
yeah, and it is kind of harder to control two characters defending against
for sure. Yeah, I would
Hawkeye
say,
arrows and things like that.
absolutely.
I feel like Hawkeye's
Soulstone.
probably pretty good against Soulstone because of that. And Dante, of
a lot
course.
of those kind of characters too. When the Soul user gets the two people out, sometimes the zoners just doing the same thing. Sure, being scared of two people, but they're still just shooting. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, Dual Kevin. I mean, both of these teams
hit. Oh, and he tags back there because that's really common, by the way.
Yeah, I'm gonna rewind.
The people counter switching, right?
Yeah.
As you can see, he finds the hit, so he counter switches to save 0 and he tags right back. And the guy tagging, not the guy counter tagging, the guy tagging, the guy second, actually has the advantage there because counter switch has a lot worse frame data than just regular tag.
Yeah, that's really common. If you scout that your opponent is going to counter switch out of a combo, you just normal tag to
and a lot of
maintain.
people,
you're just maintaining momentum at that point.
Yeah, and a lot of people try to press the button too, unaware of just the simple thing of holding the button during the flash.
Well, let's see.
Oh, and he does that because the space zone made that really difficult to block. Like he dashed over into space zone. Shades of CJA there.
Yeah.
CJA would do that with like a Dormammu spell, you know, like one of the plethora of.
Yeah, oh yeah, I remember this.
I didn't even tell if the second character died yet. Oh.
Yeah, throws his pad. I'm so sick. I'm so sick. All right, all right. It was
a pretty dominant performance.
Yeah, I mean, this guy kind of breezed through top 8 here. Let's see if there's anything else I want to see. You got time for one more?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. This is it's a little anticlimactic since we just watched Grand Finals, but let's I want to see.
This is actually a really good one. Escalante versus Tyson, because something really funny happens in the match.
Let me make sure this is the first one.
Something really funny.
And I saw for a second Escalante. It looked like Escalante was playing Nova, but
he plays some Nova sometimes. But
man,
I definitely see this like a bit more nowadays.
I love Strider in this game, but man, no life. Look, that's half health already.
It's funny, but it's the ranges of life actually isn't that big in this game. It's the scaling just might need a little bit of tweaking in terms of how it all falls together. Because sometimes you get situations like this where you get 2-touch, but he doesn't necessarily have like the least amount of life or even close to it. Like I think the ranges are like 10k for regular, and then beefy people have 11, and then some squishy people have 9k. Whereas, you know, in like Marvel 3...
Oh, yeah, that's much less of a variance. But
yeah. So, but I know that his life did melt there. I think that had more to do with...
just the way he got hit.
Certain hit. Yeah, there was some certain hits really hurt.
Yeah. I want to look at this string one more time, because this is a really cool... I mean, it's not a block string, but it's...
Yeah, so there are gaps, but the game discourages you from just taking your gaps with up backs and stuff like that, because up back is like 7 times more slower than, you know, what it's ever been in Marvel games, you know?
Yeah, he'd have to check with a jab there or something, but he doesn't necessarily know what he's going to do.
Yeah, but it's hard too, because, you know, you're getting rushed down like that. It's hard to just jab and then get hit and then you lose. So it's definitely one of those situations where like a lot of people are like, oh, well, there's gaps and stuff like that. It's just the pacing of the game.
It's the fear factor.
You.
I mean, the reason Tyson did that whole string was because he knew that Escalante was probably going to respect it.
Yep. I see a lot of that from people who don't play a lot of Marvel games, saying like, you know, why isn't he just jumping out and stuff like that? Or like pressing a button or throwing him. Or,
yeah, it's so scary.
Way slower. Yeah, all those things are all nerfed in this game, you know? All those things are a lot slower.
Okay, let's see if Strider gets to play here. Immediately, Excalibur's to the other side, tags in Hawkeye.
To play with Strider. Strider's super versatile.
Graham.
And has shades of Virgil swords with Ouroboros.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Oh, did you see that double explosive?
He
popped on both the explosives. Right here.
Explosive trap. There. I didn't even know he could. I didn't know he could have more than one out at a time.
Yeah, dude. That's a good move. It really puts his game plan together. Tyson tried for an empty low there. super good really good super.
Yeah.
That's Strider super. It's got a great hitbox, and I swear sometimes it feels like it's invincible. I swear
Yeah,
sometimes I'm
yeah.
doing a meaty on it, and it's not.
Yeah, I
And
think
you know what I'm saying? Just
the hitbox just extends forward a lot
yeah, it's
more.
just sometimes I'm just like what. Oh, and he actually catches him with it was kind of like a reset, an assist reset. He reset the point character but kept the assist character in there.
Mm.
That's something that's really strong in this game. If you can get something like that going, that's like basically like really milking out your happy birthdays.
Man, look at all the damage on Hawkeye right now.
Yep. So
Yeah, smart, really smart. Just counter switches out. He's at such an advantage here. Yeah, I'm surprised. I'm surprised
yeah, it was
Escalante
a
didn't try to
situation where he
box.
needed to.
Yeah, fighting out of the box really well.
Great. Hawkeye's not great when he's like using the box, because it really stretches like your mix-ups and stuff like that. You know, with the
Yeah.
pressure. But he needed to use it so that he himself didn't get boxed, because the chances of surviving that against Ultron and Gamora is not impossible, obviously. But
Yeah, I mean
it's
Hawkeye can fight out of the box, fairly well.
yeah. But it's just tough in that situation, because it's like one of those situations where it's like you have to weigh using your X factor in like a non-optimal way,
Mm-hmm.
or not getting to use it ever, And sometimes it goes one way and sometimes it goes another. So it's definitely a hard call. In that situation, I think maybe a good, like, after he did the level 1 combo, maybe dash up, explosive tip, and box, and just try to just like kill that one character, because then at least it's a lot more fair of a fight.
Okay. Yeah, in neither of those games, Strider couldn't get anything started.
Yeah, Strider played a little bit that last game, but it didn't seem like he was really doing too.
Yeah, it was like Excalibur tag, super tag, like that was it. Nova, huh?
There's that Nova you were talking about.
Yeah, it was really cool how they changed Nova in this game. He's a lot more nimble. Some small
he's
shades of
super fast
Magneto.
in this
Yeah.
game now. Like the startup of his engine, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he doesn't have that lag. That
Like he
lag
goes to
time.
0 to 60 real fast.
Yeah. He's a Lamborghini, man.
Yeah. He doesn't have like it's the same thing too from Marvel 3, where he doesn't have a traditional like try jump. And I don't mean ever, just he's not like try jump.
Yeah.
But his mix-ups in this game, when he gets to put them on you, are very quick. Like being able to react to them is not like something you can do.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean he had that in Marvel 3 as well, but just his mobility to put himself in that situation in the first place.
Yep. But in this one too, I feel like sometimes like in Marvel 3, the fastest like mix-up he represented was that like jump light, right? Because the low was a little bit slower for him, a little overhead light. But in this one, it feels like he's got like, if he's able to do whatever mix-up he wants, he's able to like make more choices, attack more angles, like quicker, like where you're like, oh, is this like behind me? Is this in front of me? Is this overhead low? It's like quicker, and I feel like that. So even though he's got some unorthodox mix-ups, the decisions happen very quickly if he's able to make them.
Yeah, definitely. Wow, man,
and he's got that bust out super, but Escalante hasn't really had bar to work. That's one of those situations where sometimes people box when he was getting mauled in the corner. It sounds bad, but once you get a little bit of space, you box them just so that you don't get denied your second box later down the road if you lose your first character.
You need a little bit of space though, or else you're essentially boxing yourself.
Yeah, definitely.
That's something people had to learn the hard way.
Yeah, but it's difficult because you have to make a difficult decision. But that's definitely one of those things that you need for a comeback.
Speaking of getting boxing yourself in the corner. Okay, he gets out.
Check this out.
But there's no way though. Oh, okay, we got a bit of a teabag going on. Woo! Okay. He baits him. Classic. Okay. Please tell me he turns it on and wins. Please tell me. Oh, what the fuck? Controller just what? Wait, what happened? Hold on, I'm rewinding. That was. How did that hit? Dude, please, man, I hope he wins this game. Did they hitbox? Tasting letting it rock. Okay, I respect it.
It was actually Escalante. We found out later.
Oh, he disconnected after he did that? Well, okay. Please. Oh, okay. Bummer. That was sick.
I was like, what?
That was so sick, dude. Okay, power's down. His power level was getting too high. He had a power down. He's gonna destroy the building. Awesome, dude. That was sick. Man, Eddie, thanks for going over these with me.
I have a few more minutes. Do you want to go over
Yeah,
the
sure.
Evo Japan match?
Oh, sure. Let's do that.
Something?
Let's do that.
I think that'll be because we've been focusing on Frosty.
Okay, let's
Just
watch.
to show like a different style too, you know? Even if we don't even have to, you can pick your favorite match or something. I know you were kind of
Yeah.
liking the Frank West play there.
Yeah, I wish I knew. Yo, Knowledge re-up. Hey, thanks so much for the host, dude. Practicing for the big day. Hell yeah. What up, man? I see. I want to give. I don't want to give anyone views unless they're like the official, whatever. But it looks like the only. It doesn't look like there's an official stream on here, so I'm just gonna go to this top 3 real quick.
Go for it.
Yo,
These two get a lot of play in Japan.
yeah, Demetrius Knowledge re-up says, "What's up, Eddie?"
Yo, what's up, man? Appreciate the host. Thanks for coming, poking your head in, coming through. Hope you're doing good. I'll see you in a week, bro.
Hell yeah, man! There's a reset too. Yeah, I do want to watch some of this grand finals though, just because.
Yeah, whatever you would like to watch is no biggie.
Yeah, I'll just start here. Maybe we can watch.
But they have like a different style too, so I think it would be good to like see what these other characters can do. See if we see any other situations, you know,
Yeah.
that pop up. That would be good to see.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty familiar with Monster Hunter. Obviously, Cyber Japan Agent is
Frank West.
an
I just
absolute
learned about
monster.
Frank West last week. I was extra late. I didn't do my homework. I just.
Well, yeah,
looked
no
into the
one
Frank West
plays
chapter
that
yesterday-
character.
last week.
This
Yeah.
I've literally never seen this Proto Man costume for Frank West.
Isn't that tight,
That
dude?
dude, he looks so sick. Too bad the character is trash.
And there he is, the Evolution 2019 Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite champion.
Man,
Because he wants to be the champion on the other side of the world too.
man, that's the worst timeline.
Look at that. Is his favorite character blue? I don't even know.
We can't have the best player in the world come from Japan for Marvel.
Yo, look,
Alright.
look at that team he's got though, man.
Yeah,
Look at that team he's got.
Dante Dormammu's so ridiculous. Man, and that was like a top tier day 1 team as well, and people really fleshed it out.
So sorry. Go back like just like 2 arrows real
Yeah.
quick. You'll see the basic Dante right here. He had just did it. He did like rainstorm. He like super jumps. This is like super common.
Yeah.
He'll like super jump. He's like doing stuff, right? And
Yeah.
then he'll super jump. He does a little gun move. and
Yeah.
you can't see him. You didn't see him, right? He does the little killer bee move, which is like foot dive.
Yeah, I remember
Dormammu
Killer
takes-
being the tag. I hate
Yeah.
that shit.
And Dormammu actually made the safe choice there. He just did pillar, right? If he wants to be offensive, he can just teleport. And if you're like, not that you can't beat it, that's probably why Dormammu was hesitant, you know. But
Yeah, it's a classic,
that's like a
classic
super
side
common,
switch
yeah.
mix up, that kind of thing.
Yep. Super common. You see it from everybody playing this team.
Man, yo, Ambient, what up, man?
Oh, and Frank West got the level up.
Yeah,
which
he's
is
already. Hold on,
super
I want to
strong.
see how he got to level 4, because I mean, the chances of us seeing some high level Frank
it's,
West play at final round is pretty small. But I still want
I'm gonna look. It's because he does more than one little camera.
Yeah, he takes a
Yeah,
couple
when getting
pictures during
lockdown
the.
stuff like- Yep.
yeah.
Yep. And he even has a move that's up, and the camera will take a snap, and then like a few bits later, it'll take another snap.
Yeah.
Like in the. So that's that. Like I don't know if that's what he did, but just he did get more than one snap there. I think.
Now I know another reason people, or one of the reasons people didn't think Frank West was very strong in this game, including people like Fizzy Cups, but also just your average Joe, is because even when he levels up and gets that level 4, those chainsaws, like the jumping chainsaw is not an overhead anymore.
Yeah, but
I think the chip damage is like nerfed considerably, right?
Yeah, but it is funny though because in the scope of the game, you know, with what like with the way stuff is done a little bit slower, you know, and the pace of the game, he's still really, really, really strong after he gets the level up. I think especially after I played probably in my opinion the best Frank West in the entire country, in the US.
Who's that? Shout him out.
El Chorizo Boy or
Uh-huh.
something. Um, um, he he uh, just talking with him and even playing with him,
Uh-huh.
I think the difficulty there is that because there's counter switch, even when you do get the hit, like the guy still has a way to deny you your levels, which it's like, you know, the mechanic itself is already difficult. You
Yeah,
know, like
that's true. That's
hitting
true.
the hit and then not you know making sure the hit leads into levels as opposed to whatever else you're trying to do. So, and it's not that you can't maybe accomplish both, but it's just it makes it harder, you know.
So what do you feel? What is, in your opinion, what's Frank's reward for getting those levels? Is it just the fact that he has these big, long-reaching hitbox
yeah, so
normals?
you know how you were chainsaws were a little nerfed.
Yeah.
Or just in whatever aspect, right?
Sure.
I'm glad that they're nerfed because of the scope of the game.
Well,
Like,
yeah,
the
of
map
course,
is
because you can just
smaller.
do a super and tag Frank in and get levels.
And or also in terms of like the map is smaller in general, you know.
Yeah.
So it's like and the playground you're playing in feels smaller. So those chainsaws need to be like a little toned
Wow.
down from how they were.
You think that was
Yeah,
you
yeah,
think that was a push block?
Probably.
That launch?
Yeah, happens a lot in this game. Like more so than Marvel 3 because of the way the frame data like
Yeah.
all falls together, you know.
Most definitely. Accidental launch.
But yeah, but his role, you know how in Marvel 3, his Frank West's role got better as he leveled up. Apparently, from my understanding, it's actually just the same. It doesn't get better.
Okay. Well, I mean, he doesn't have the role starting out.
Oh, that's fair. Okay, okay.
Yeah. He has to get access to it.
Yeah,
Wow,
I think that
sick
comes out at
combo.
level 2. The shopping cart super though is ridiculous.
It goes for an instant overhead setup. Is that still reliable? That jumping roundhouse as an instant overhead, the shotgun blast.
Oh, from Dante?
From Dante, yeah.
They just toned it down a little bit in terms of like it won't downtown. Or basically like the hitbox on it was way too big. And they nerfed it
Like
a bit now where-
the horizontal range, you mean?
in general.
Oh,
in
okay,
general,
okay.
because now it actually it can't, it either cannot or has too hard of a time hitting someone like Crouching Rocket Raccoon,
Sure.
like
okay.
with jump shotgun. So it is nerfed like both vertically and horizontally. So like in general, the hitbox was just like too big before. But you know whether or not the nerf was too much or too little is.
Wow. Okay. Goes for a multi-lock.
Yeah, he was scared because Monster Hunter has one of the best Nubao supers in the game.
Oh, that's
it doesn't
true.
Have it doesn't have good lockdown, but it's because it has that giant hitbox that has great invincibility. You know?
Yeah. So he didn't want to just do meaty super.
Oh yeah, no, it's in a situation where you see how much life Dante has, sitting right about at 50%. You don't want to take a super, be left with like 25%, and then you're not gonna counter switch right away. But if the other guy hits you, he's gonna do super right away. Ideally, you know, he's gonna do super right away, and you can't even counter switch, and then you lose that character.
I'm rewinding a couple times just because I want to notice Cyber Japan's agent's use of the giant meteor, which I remember as a Marvel 3 player. Yeah, as a Marvel 3 Dormammu player, when that got changed to that meteor in this game, like people never use that spell.
Yeah, so obviously it's like the old meteor was like not all purpose, but it covered a lot of your bases.
Yeah.
You know? But in this one, it covers less bases. The way I would describe it is like it covers less bases, but the bases it does cover when you're trying to use it a certain way, it's very strong because of the way it staggers a little bit.
Yeah.
Like I get it that the old meteor, like sure, it was like raining, so it was like lasting for a long time. But in this game, it matters too, you know, like it staggers, maybe not raining, but it's just out there for a little too long in a game like this. Like when you can't plank dash, you know, jump is slow. Even a simple thing where, you know, when Dormammu did the little spike.
Oh shit, that spooked me. I got scared by that zombie.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you were saying that super is really good in this game.
It is ridiculous. It's one of those supers that let's say he noobs out with it, and let's say you're ready. He does his shopping cart super, and then you get your invincible super after. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Afterwards, he's just gonna push that shopping cart right into your face, and just start hitting you. And I think it's just because it does have startup invincibility, but I think the hitbox and the hurtbox is just too disjointed. Like you end up hitting the shopping cart with your move. You know?
Yeah. Because it's really big in this game.
Yeah.
Wow, he drinks.
Yeah, I was playing El Chorizo Boy, and he definitely did shopping cart, and I was like halfway across the screen, so I just wanted to see what would happen for science, you know?
Yeah.
So I did level 3 with Ultron, and like he's already like near me, so I don't mean like it missed, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I couldn't hit him.
Yeah,
The
super good
shotgun was-
hitbox.
Yep, super good move.
Does Frank still throw up after he drinks in this game?
I don't remember.
Yeah. I never
feel
see
like
that
a
move.
scruffer not
Yeah.
having an answer for you.
No, he did drink
I
and then he set down the camera.
Yeah.
So he's
Maybe
level
not.
5.
I feel like I've just never heard or seen anything about that,
Yeah.
so maybe not, but don't know. And I tried to see if this super gets any better as he levels up. I think I have it written down, but no idea off the top of my head.
Yeah, really cool combo. He does a cinematic super with
Oh, and
Monster Hunter
right there,
super.
I'm not sure if you noticed, if you go back a little
Sure.
bit, it was right when CJA tagged. Like, yeah, right after the super, Frank West is about to do a button. You see him swing.
He whiff cancels. Yeah.
But he's able to whiff cancel, and he's actually able to whiff cancel because of the mechanic in the game where you hold the button. Because when the tag flash happened for CJA,
He just held roll.
He just held the 2 buttons. Yep. And then you'll get roll as opposed to, because a lot of people talk about how inputs are eaten, and in certain ways the game is pausing and you can't do an input, but you saw how you can 100% consistently get that roll that he did. You know, you don't have to,
Because it's just a button input.
Yeah. But if you try to time your press, then sometimes you actually just, because it's fighting games. You know,
you'll
can
mess
just
up.
miss it by a few seconds or a few split seconds, and then people say it's like because of inputs dropping.
Man, look at Proto Man putting in work. So it looks like.
Yeah, Proto Man is in a great spot right now. The space user does never ever want to lose a character because the space user doesn't have a revive.
Yeah,
you know?
now it's like 1 versus 3.
Yeah, this is like not good. Like this is a real comeback you have to do, even if you do use the box.
Yeah, well, Ororon. I'm gonna guess it's pronounced Ororon.
Yeah.
So like, I mean, Cyber Japan Agent is so good, obviously, and his team is built around locking you down with like really big normals and being able to set up continuous pressure.
Yeah.
But it looks like Ororon's like beating him at his own game with 2 underrepresented characters.
Yeah, the thing I was gonna say too is, well, we just said that Frank West had that great noob out, right? The Monster Hunter has that great noob out.
Oh yeah, that's true.
CJA gets a lot of mileage out of having really good setups, having really good set play, having really strong things where it's like Dormammu Dante doing something to you where you feel like you were just guessing a good bit. You know?
That's a good point. He has like
But
continuous
he can negate
looping
that
pressure.
in certain situations. Yep, he can negate that by doing, like, remember that one situation where we just saw you mentioned Dante did multi-shot or whatever and then just jumped away. Like, instead of doing some evil winning mix-up on you.
Yeah, that's true. The fear
away.
is there. Yeah, the fear is there.
Yeah, so and stuff like that matters, you know. It's fighting games. It's less times that he gets to do his evil winning mix-ups to you and stuff like that. So not to take anything from Ororon, but that is, look, you saw that, like a big there. He didn't respect the noob out and the shopping cart. He was trying to go in, you know, with the continued pressure doing Dante's box.
Yeah, and he gets a combo off of that. And not only a combo, but it was a happy birthday
especially
combo.
with this game. Yeah, and he just messed up, to be honest. There, he dropped the combo into getting happy birthday. Oh, and CJA is the god of happy birthdays.
Like converting happy birthday combos?
Yeah, characters like Dormammu and Dante have ways to convert happy birthdays that don't really...
Wow, how did he get this hit? Hold on, did he
can't.
just do slide?
I think so.
Yeah, he just does like slide into launch, I think, right here. Boom! He catches both of them.
And it's because it hits Dormammu, so he could cancel into launch.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
exactly.
Stuck whiffing. Oh, and wait, if you go back just one more second, you saw... You see the move Frank West does right here after... No, you were at the right spot.
Yeah.
After he does the slide and the
launch.
He tags.
Yeah.
Look at Frank West doing his move. He pulls out the tripod.
Yeah. So
He
he's getting
snap
additional
with it,
levels here.
And then later it like snaps again.
Yeah, there he's 4 and 5.
Yep.
Damn, 69 hits. Nice.
Oh yeah, and you know how you were talking about the chip thing with chainsaws? You take more chip in the air, so I don't know. Maybe sometimes you take less chip on the ground, but then you take more chip in the air. So overall, you're taking lots and lots of chip anyway.
Damn, and that's a bracket reset. That's crazy.
Yeah, crazy, right? But yeah, you see the power of one scenario as we're talking. We're just watching this. We already saw Dante jump away with multi-shot, no mix-up. Scared, you know.
Yeah, he has to
Why
give.
is
He has to
scared?
give up some of his pressure.
Yep. Yep. And then honestly, the match might not have even been as close as it just was because Frank West had messed up that last noob out that he did with the shopping cart, and he like messed up the combo, got happy birthday, and then ran into the situation we just looked at with the tripod and the slide and stuff like that.
I mean, but here's the thing though. Cyber Japan Agent is definitely used to playing against like, I don't know, let's just say 0 players who have an invincible wake up super. But
those are
I think the difference is Monster Hunter and Frank West. They
have ridiculous bust out supers that
have huge range. Yeah, exactly.
The cart moving forward.
Exactly.
I've actually seen CJA, like he just posts up videos and he has like anti-zero noob out setups. Like he'll maximize a combo, and then he'll put you in a set play situation, and you take the set play or you noob out with 0. But if you noob out with 0, he'll do something to where you're getting hit for noobing out. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so he clearly has tech against 0, but those Monster Hunter noob outs and that Frank West shopping cart, oh, there it is. You see, there it is. And even though he has to go back to playing neutral, which he's getting hit here, he didn't have to take the set play.
Yeah, I mean that's way better. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. But then Frank West does lack in neutral, so apples and oranges.
Yeah, immediately just throws a zombie in tags.
Yeah, like some of one and less of another, or however.
Counter switch. You
saw a counter switch and tried to go up and hit him. That's actually very risky. When you counter switch, I think you're negative double digits. Level 3s to kill him. Very strong. If you can get the soul user to just use their storm
mad early,
and if their team's already hurting, because they're forced to use it, but also like they can't get hit here, it's difficult to control 2 characters at once.
Yeah,
like the soul user does not want to mess up a little bit and then get happy birthday and then just lose right away.
Yeah, and Monster Hunter was getting hit and he had to rely on level 2 Frank to try to save her, which is...
So here you see a lot of the skill ceiling on Soulstorm, right? But it also shows the strength of, one of the other matches we saw was Stealth using 0 in Soul. In a situation like that, if you don't feel like you want to keep playing it out, you don't have to. You can just do level 3, which sometimes people do, but sometimes if you just noob out with level 3, the guy can like punish you, But not on 0, the 0 will revive, and if he doesn't feel good about it, he can just, bust out with the level 3. And just be like, okay, well, at the very least, you're not going to happy birthday me, you have to block, and I can go back to playing neutral. So just a big difference in style,
Yeah.
Like Frank West and Monster Hunter have noob outs, but in a situation like when he did Storm, he could not noob out like super easily.
I think, could he have not gotten a combo there?
Where, the throw?
Yeah, after that throw.
Not everyone can combo after their throw.
I thought Monster Hunter could after a forward throw, but maybe not.
Maybe, but I just don't know off the top of my head for her. So some people I do, but not for Monster Hunter, so I'm just not. Maybe he could, but throw has such crazy damage scaling and hit stun scaling that maybe he was worried about like doing something wrong
and it resetting and him just dying.
Or even being because the combo would have been so bad, like he didn't. Maybe the neutral situation was better on wake up, Like maybe he could just position himself better. Maybe he tried to shoot an arrow. I didn't really see.
Okay,
but you know what I mean? Like maybe like the 2% damage wasn't worth the. He was just like, man, I'll just go for neutral. So Auroron did get that reset, but
well, I like. I mean, obviously, Auroron is at a ridiculous disadvantage, but I like.
Yeah, but he's keeping his composure, right?
Yeah, look at this. Bottle throw into roll. That's super cool.
Yeah.
He's definitely maximizing his character's options. That's for sure.
And you see him do.
Yeah, he's trying to get Storm
because he's far off from it, but he's close enough to where it's a possibility.
Yeah, you gotta get out of this hell though.
He definitely has a chance at the revive, but it's just.
Especially because, and you know this really well, that soul whip surge just goes through, ignores projectiles. And this is a very
because it counts as a physical hit.
Yeah.
Or I mean, okay, this game is a little weird. I'm not gonna try to define that, but I see what you mean. Like they count it as like a like it doesn't collide with other projectiles.
Yeah, he can use it to combat something that like Dormammu is throwing out.
Because it feels like a Ghost Rider whip. Or something.
Yeah.
Oh, whoops! Sorry, I didn't mean to. I don't know if you heard all that.
Nope, you're totally good. Okay, Cyber Japan agent clearly making some adjustments here. He's figured something out, at least in the approach.
Yeah, Dante Dormammu overall, I'm sure no one would really argue against that. They're just overall stronger. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, even here, I think he goes for pressure, but like if you look after that,
you saw like he went with pressure, and if Monster Hunter noobed out,
he could have blocked.
But so that's definitely another avenue. I'm really glad that you see that too. Like that's like a way to like go for pressure, but you can still be pretty.
Yeah, he doesn't want to do the big flashy fancy stuff because he'll just get hit with a baseball bat.
Definitely, I don't think anybody would argue that they're like overall better, right? So I think this is where you can start seeing like Cyber Japan Agent is just kind of
launch, huh?
So good.
Boom.
Yeah. Scores the kill. But yeah, he's probably starting to realize that he just really needs to stretch how good his characters are, just keep banking on the things that make them good, take less risks. And those little bits of adjustment sometimes matter when your characters is able to really stretch their tier,
Yeah, I think you're right as far as minimizing his risk. Well, because this team can minimize its risk and still be like crazy effective.
Yep. Very, very strong. Yep. And it's just it might take a second. Like he might have to play some neutral here, get those Dormammu spells, and feel a little bit like I can't do anything but just survive, right? But it's more of a like, okay, but you can do that.
He's gonna win the long game. Yeah.
Yeah. And sometimes that's part of what it is to be top tier. And in my opinion, regardless of the life differential, I do see him going for a few less risks. That one those shopping carts he did get hit by probably are in the back of his mind.
Oh yeah, most definitely. He's definitely thinking about them. Wow, that was cheap.
So that was really strong. Yeah, you saw that. That's a really good move from Monster Hunter because of how small the stage is. Like another one of those situations where you see how small the stage is. Like
tags and then. What? So he tags in, throws a bottle, and roll cancels it immediately.
Yep.
That's so cool.
Did you see the zombie that was coming up the whole time? Yep, it's strong, man. When he gets his level up like that, the game is like played at a player.
Whoa, okay, ping pong.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that's really interesting. That he's finding. Frank West's strengths might be. His leveled up strengths might be different than his leveled up strengths in Marvel 3, but that's not to say they're not there.
Yeah, definitely. And then, he still has access to that shopping cart. And we still haven't seen it yet, but don't forget that level 3 is a command throw. So even though it's like an all-in kind of move,
I forgot about that.
Suddenly he has a real way to open you up too, Don't just sit there.
Is it a command throw? Why did I not think of that?
Yeah, it's a command. And I'm pretty sure he has access to that at level 1 because it gives you level 5. You know what I'm saying? So if he hits you with that level 3, so if he hits you with that level 3, it's just kind of like, okay, well, Frank West sucks. But, God forbid you guess that one, he only got one. Don't get me wrong, because neutral sucks. But at one time, and then you were like, oh, just block.
He's so close to having Soulstorm.
Yep. He'll probably get it as long as he doesn't get hit cleanly.
Yeah. There it is.
Because Dante will definitely kill if he hits him.
Wow, I'm surprised why does he not activate?
Yeah. I would really go for it at this point because this is a one-touch game right now.
Yeah, come on, man. There it is.
Yeah, so sometimes people just forget. And the fact that he didn't really do it in a super specific way there, I feel like he might have just forgotten.
Yeah, and realized been like, maybe he thought he had to block something else to get it, which is why he blocked the Psycho Crusher.
Yep. Yeah, that's something that can be said is sometimes some of the indicators in this game aren't the best.
Well, there's so much going on the screen that...
Yeah, and I've been playing Marvel for a while, like Marvel's always been about the chaos, you know, and you can't really see what's going on. But in this game, it feels like sometimes I'm working against the game to see what's going on. Like when you storm, and yeah, you see silhouettes of colors in the background, but it's like just really dark, you know?
Sometimes it can be really difficult.
Yeah, Spencer will throw his little hand grenade. I
Oh,
get it, it's just a little hand grenade.
yeah, especially during Space Storm, you can't see it.
Can't see, so it's just one of those little things. But yeah.
Yeah, because I remember when Jazz Rap played Spencer, and I was like, man, dude, I can't see your grenade. It's gone.
Yeah. If you think about it, even X Factor, it was flashing, like super, like pulsating at you, like once it was like at level 3 X Factor.
Yeah, the top of the screen.
Yeah.
Well, continues.
There was another patented CJA. There's teleport Helmbreaker, teleport tag with Dormammu.
Oh, unfortunate drop.
Yeah. Yep. And you can't let CJA do that because he's gonna. So he counter switched.
Yeah, immediately.
Yeah, some say, you know, some people say take the combo, and then in certain situations it's like hell no, you know, go into the worst situation ever. But then that's what happens when you early counter switch, is now you have to take the combo.
Yeah, at least he now has access to Storm.
Oh, did you see that? Little setup there. It was good because Monster Hunter has a noob out on the ground, right? He jabs her to get her in the air.
Yeah, puts her in the air. That's so smart.
Launches her. Oh, and that's really good actually. I forgot to notice that when I saw this. That's actually really smart. It's like foregoing your patented, you know, unescapable, this is my evil winning mix-up, wake up into this, you know? It's foregoing that, but it looked like he still knew what he was doing because he launched Monster Hunter into the meteor.
Yeah,
you know, pressure and stuff.
Yeah, he just wanted to air reset. But look at this, though. Look at Look at the camera shot to counter the killer bee.
Yeah. That's that move is a little bit of a gravity squeeze. You know, just like a little like ping wherever you are.
I've never seen it used in like neutral like that though. It's like it's a counter poke. That was really funny.
Yep, it's super slow.
Wow, got under the killer bee.
Yeah, and I don't know, and I'm sure you know too, but just for any of the viewers too, Monster Hunter does have that hyper armor, which is why she was just getting hit there, nothing was happening.
Yeah, some of her heavy attacks.
Yeah, there is a difference between regular armor and hyper armor, which I know some people are confused about sometimes.
Yeah, hyper armor having I think there is a limit to it. You
can throw it. You can throw it. And like if you hit it, it still does damage, you know. So it's like if you're shooting, you know, they feel like they get stuck because their animations, like you know, when you like tank something in fighting games with armor. It like takes you longer for you to finish your move, you know.
Yeah, there's like, a little hit stop.
Yeah, so there's definitely effects like that, but to negate the armor, it's a throw. Nothing else works. You can't even level 3 it if the level 3 is not a throw because it'll just hit them, you know.
Yeah, it won't trigger it with the like cinematic or whatever.
And that's funny. It's another reason why the 0 level 3 is good too, because a lot of the times the damage is in the cinematic, right? Like think of the level 3s, they're doing the cinematic and doing the damage to you. So you can barely damage her with most level 3s, but if Zero just really needed to, you know, he could just shoot the level 3 at her and just be like, thanks. Like I might get hit, but if you're about to die, you know.
All right.
Anyway, sorry.
Activates. Wow, 3. Oh, I'm gonna see that again because he goes for 3 red, the huge explosion.
Yeah, which is actually not used that much, but he must use it. He must want to use it there because.
Wow, she armored through it. That's what happened.
Go back. I was just looking at something else. I'm sorry.
I mean, there's no like you can't tell because the colors are all funky, but like that's the only.
I see. Yeah, because you did jump H. Yep. Yeah, that move has regular armor, I think.
Yeah, not hyper armor.
Regular armor will tank lights and projectiles.
Yeah, that was, and he knows that 3 red giant explosions only 1 hit, obviously. So he scouted that.
Yeah. Well, even then though, it's because it's a projectile.
Okay, fair.
Because light armor won't get broken even with like 3 projectiles, 4 projectiles. You know, it'll take like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I see what you're saying.
Yeah. So you're right about the red thing being 1 hit. But she would have tanked past it even if he did like Volcano or something.
Wow, I didn't realize that.
Yep. Yeah, the light armor or regular armor is just tanks
projectiles in general.
But but it's still like kind of like hyper armor in the sense of like you won't break it unless you follow that rule. And I'm sure there are exceptions, you know.
Yeah.
You can throw regular armor too, but just in general, 99% of the time, that's the rule of thumb to go off of.
Yeah, Monster Hunter just trying to make something happen with these big projectiles. She doesn't have the greatest of mix-ups when she's
Oh, and
not
stuff like
in.
a Soul Surge is not a light, right? It's
Yeah.
it's maybe like a physical attack, but it's not considered a light. So stuff like that will break regular armor.
Yeah, I know that. I remember that will definitely break armor. Because that was people use that for counterplay against like Sigma.
To go all in. I don't know about that, but it was because of the timer. I know.
Yeah, I think he just gave up at that point.
Yeah, but you know those Marvel seconds take a while. He had 4 seconds. He might have been able to just try just a little bit longer, But I know like different in the moment.
I just noticed, and I don't know if maybe it's just because I wasn't paying attention, but when Monster Hunter activates her the ground super, she goes into, I forgot, I wish I remembered the name of it, the mode that she goes into, where she gets access to like kind of side switch stuff. I haven't seen him employ it super often, but I could be wrong. Hey, are you still there, Eddie?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, no, you're good. I just wasn't sure if the call dropped.
Sorry.
No, you're good. Man, still trying to put in work with level 1 Frank. Reminds me of Poke Chop. Okay.
Missed that guy.
Good conversion. Yeah, I like his use of the Soul Surge. I mean, it can hit a section of the screen that like Frank's not going to be able to hit in level 1. It's a really good poke. And obviously being able to store up Soul Surge like as quick as possible. Is that going to hit? Yep.
Yep.
Stuffs it.
It was it's definitely close,
Yeah.
Like Dormammu just need a few more split seconds, but yeah, it takes one of those situations where it like shows the game like overall stuff has slowed down.
Wow, falls down with a button. Is it a punish? I feel like Dante
on the ice. Yep, on the ice.
Wow.
Yep. And then Dormammu was still posing, which is why he's in the happy birthday now. Oh.
Yeah,
no.
level 4 all of a sudden. Again, he gets an accidental launch when you try to push block there.
Oh, and it was the monster up arrows hitting.
Yeah, the monster.
And there's the level 3.
Oh yeah, it jumps out. Man, that was his first time going for it in the whole set. Happy birthday! Man, Monster Hunter is eating all this from downtown. And he's too good. He's too good. But the fact that Auroron reset with Monster Hunter Frank is so cool.
Yeah. And neutral is just too strong with that team. It lacks a bust out, but the neutral is just like you have to outplay it.
Hey,
like,
what are the odds that Auroron is Kusoru?
not out of this world.
Because that's also Agio Joe. Remember? That's all his other name. Yeah, he was just Kusoru when he played Guilty Gear. And then he went as like Agio Joe for Marvel, but everyone just called him Kusoru. I wonder if that's him. That would be so cool. Anyway, that was a good time, man. Thanks so much for going over all these matches with me, dude.
Oh yeah, man, that was fun.
I appreciate it. Hey, yeah, go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead.
No, for anyone watching, where can people follow you?
Oh, you can follow me at NotEnoughDamage. Thank you for everybody for tuning in. You can get me on Twitter at that. Yeah,
Not Enough Damage on Twitter. He's going to be at Final Round, helping run an Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 tournament. If you come to Final Round, be sure to look out. You can still register for it, I believe. Is that correct?
Yeah, it's going to be open here. Eric, if it's okay, I'm going to drop the link for you in Discord.
Yeah.
And then you...
Okay,
I was trying to sign in earlier on Twitch and it wasn't letting me.
Yeah, no problem. I'm gonna put it in stream.
So I don't have to make you wait or anything like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it.
Yeah, there's the link right there.
I'm putting it in stream chat. If you're watching this on YouTube, you'll be able to find it on Smash GG through Final Round 2019 Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 tournament.
Yep.
Please be on the lookout for it.
Yep. And then Marvel Infinite will at Final Round on Friday, 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern.
Yes, it is a Friday tournament, so everyone's going to be able to get done with top 8 and then get their drinking on or whatever they like to do for the weekend. Do you know when the Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 is scheduled?
Yeah, absolutely. We are going to be scheduled for 2 p.m., 6 p.m., and that's still Eastern time. Yep. We're going to be in the same space, actually, so it'll just be a merry old Marvel
Awesome.
weekend,
Is that also on Friday?
Oh, that'll be on Saturday.
That's on Saturday. Okay,
yep,
awesome.
So we're going to have some Marvel for you on Friday, some Marvel on Saturday.
Awesome, awesome. Well, dude, Eddie, I appreciate it, man. I'm really looking forward to seeing you next week. Let me know when you get in so we can grab some food or something.
Absolutely, man. Thanks for inviting me on your stream and everything.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out, everybody. This whole session is going to be put on YouTube, God willing. So, yeah, and thank you for the help. You know, the reason I did this is because I'm going to be doing commentary for Marvel Infinite, and I have been neglecting the game as of late, so I really want to do... I mean, I really, really, really enjoy this game, and I want to give it its due diligence and make sure it is well represented at Final Round on stream. So, you know, I want to make sure I'm prepared. Yeah, thanks again, man. I appreciate it, Eddie. Your insight is very valuable. So, have a good night, guys. I'll probably be back later. Yeah, I'm going to be back later and stream some Resident Evil 1 remake. I'm close to the end of the game, but that'll be later tonight in a few hours. So, all right, man. Have a good one, Eddie. And anyone who tuned in, thanks for tuning in. And I'll catch you guys later.
Peace. Take it easy.
Take it easy, guys. Extremes.